And I'm gonna put the phone over here, so you can hear it. So on speaker.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. You can go ahead and go outside. Hello?
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hey, do you want to FaceTime me, or I don't know if this has that.
Can we just stay on the call like this? Because
Yeah.
we're on the ride.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna jump straight into it. What is your spirit's full name and birthday?
Jacob Alexander Placencia.
What's the last name?
Placencia.
Placencia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the first two?
The what?
The first two names?
Jacob Alexander.
Okay. Age? What's the year of birth?
2006.
I mean the full birthday, sorry.
March 14, 2006.
Okay. Isn't that Mother's Day? Isn't that Mother's Day?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Okay, and you said 2000 what?
2006.
All right. And what's your name?
Natalie Herrera.
Madeline Herrera.
Natalie Herrera.
Natalie Herrera. Okay. All right. Repeat his name to me one more time. The full name.
Jacob Alexander Placencia.
All right. All right. So something came through immediately. Okay. And what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to keep up with me. Okay. Everything that I say, you're gonna have to either figure out if it means something for him, something for you, something for anybody in his family, something for any memory that could ever be anything. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you're keeping up. Okay. Once I get a good latch, I will let you communicate directly. Right now, we're just going to make sure we can latch spirit. Something did come through immediately, and I'm just going to throw it out there, and everything's going to be kind of vague for a minute until we get latched on, okay? But car came through, like a vehicle.
Yeah, you were an accident.
Yeah, okay, just don't tell me. But yeah, sometimes I can get immediately how a spirit died if I'm doing really good, and immediately he told me it was a vehicle. You know, it was a vehicle incident. So you said that's accurate?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second. All right, car accident. He says, babe.
Yeah, it's my boyfriend.
It was. He doesn't want to like say it's his fault, but it's his fault. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He says, babe, it was my fault. Like I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't doing right. You understand?
Yeah.
I just don't want you to be mad at me. Is what he's saying.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
And just make sure you know I'm accurate on how it would be and all that stuff. But I'm pretty sure I feel him. And you know, it's kind of cute. He still just doesn't really want you to be mad at him. You know, he was fucking up.
He was what?
He was fucking up. You know what I mean?
He was fucking up, yeah.
He was fucking up. And this had already been an issue before. Also, it's crazy. He's like tripping out on fate. Okay. He feels like that night was really weird. I'm gonna go into some more details about that. Okay.
Yeah.
He feels like he was blaming you for something. Is that accurate?
He's blaming me?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Let's talk about the days or the weeks beforehand, or in the time. It's like he is telling me that he is paranoid about you, or he is blaming you for things, or questioning you about something. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it is.
All right. So he is projecting, and he's telling me that he was questioning you, blaming you, and honestly, that was all in the misguided direction. Okay, but you knew that. Um, not saying you were perfect, but you were definitely not doing anything that he accused you of.
Yeah.
Um, he says that he was really covering for his mistakes, okay? And failing to meet your criteria, what makes you happy. Does it make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he's like totally masking. He is paranoid and blaming you for things while he's doing things. And he's actually going totally off the rails at this time period. Um, and then he said something about a Samantha. I have no idea if you know who that is or anybody related to anything about y'all, his family,
No.
your family, anything.
No, I don't.
Okay, just keep it, log that away for later, okay? Unless, are you sure it's not somebody he was like, meeting for any sort of substance or, pot or just anything?
I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure. I never heard Samantha before.
Right. Okay. But he was doing those things, right? Because he's giving me vibes that he was meeting people for, I guess, whatever it is that he's doing, whether it's pot or a different substance, I'm pretty much viewing his life right now. Let me know if these are accurate things. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Just log it away because I'm never wrong. There's a bitch named Samantha, okay, around. She was giving him something, okay? Not a huge deal, but he definitely kept that information from you, okay?
Yeah.
Also, he says that he's sorry for acting crazy, okay? And he's sorry for, I guess, belittling you and actually, I don't know, potentially getting violent. He's not trying to, admit all of the stuff he's done just right off the bat. But, he's apologizing for if you ever felt like he got violent with you,
Yeah.
Really, these are all just projections. And he was tripping. He feels like he's kind of struggling with admitting all his faults right now, because there was a lot of them. Like, honestly, he feels like he didn't treat you good at all. And, he's in a place where he is, capable of looking back at everything right now, reflection. So, right now, he's pretty much processing the fact that he didn't do right by you, and he believes that he died because of that. And it's true. Sorry, if you hear me laughing, I'm not laughing at, I always have to apologize for this. I'm not laughing at the spirit or the situation. I'm laughing because I'm talking to a dead person, and the information is so accurate that I always kind of get baffled, and I'm relaying the information, and it's so uncanny, Yeah. He said he believes, he's superstitious, he's scared of this kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
And he don't really fuck with all this Bruja stuff. He felt like he was cursed. Before he passed, which wasn't true, but he was sketched out, and he felt like, I guess because he didn't do right by you, that he died.
Yeah.
And I think maybe you feel that way too.
I kind of do.
Right. Well, karma's a bitch, and sometimes we lay in the bed we make. I'm not saying people die because they just have relationship problems, but I'm saying fate is a cruel mistress. And that is something that people all need to observe and pay attention to, especially whenever he is somebody that's consistently before, drove around with shit and, under the influence or whatever that he's not supposed to,
So he was under the influence?
Yeah. That's what I'm channeling in his energy.
Okay.
Do y'all have any, did y'all get the report back or anything?
The what?
Did y'all get the toxicology report?
No, we did not.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely got substances in his body, so you'll see that on the report. He just feels so stupid.
Who wasn't?
Yeah, but he feels stupid.
I
He,
remember that night I was with him the night before that, or like before the accident happened. I was with him, and we were talking, and we were, being boyfriend and girlfriend,
yeah,
And then the accident happened, and my heart dropped, and it's like I felt like it was my fault.
of course. And he didn't have to be perfect to be your soulmate. You know, people are soulmates, and this is just an unfortunate thing that happened. I do have to say though, he feels like he really should have listened to you. You know what I mean? Like you, you were really trying to guide him. You know what I mean? Like you were his like mother figure to a certain extent. You know, and your mother. I think that I think that's what he said. And he really just wishes that he would have listened to you. You know. He says also he's sorry about all the drama um, and making you feel anxious about your home. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Like as if your home is unsafe. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that he was actually just tripping.
No, he wasn't tripping. I have some issues here and there, but we got through them, and it wasn't his fault or my fault. I mean, things happen, it's life.
Right, right. I think it's more he's talking about like he's sorry for all that, but he's also sorry for prolonging the issue. He's showing me just a lot of heavy paranoia. You know what I mean? Like a lot of heavy, like just living in that state of questioning everything all the time.
Yeah,
And that it was like torment on both of you.
it was. It really was.
Yeah. He feels super sorry about that, and he loves you.
And I love him too. I always will.
He says, "Right, you're my ride or die."
I'm always gonna write or die for him.
He says, "I don't want to keep you from your future, but if you want to be with me, I'm here." LOL.
I'm gonna be here forever. I don't care.
That's my bitch. He said, "I love you." We talked about it before, though. If one of us died.
Yeah, we always talked about one of us died, how shit would be like.
How we would promise to stay together.
Yeah.
Well, it's a long life. Are you sure you want to do that with him? He's asking.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll wait for him.
Well, that is sometimes soulmates are soulmates, twin flames are twin flames. And I do want to emphasize this because I wanted to talk about this actually just in general. If you are with somebody that you truly believe was your soulmate and you want to try again next lifetime, you may have to abstain from, finding another partner and creating a super serious long-term bind with another individual unless you're willing to risk the fragmentation of his connection with you. You know what I'm saying? In the next lifetime. Now, that's not saying you can't fuck around. You can't have friends with benefits. You can't, have friends and people in your life. But to get married or to solidify another bond like that, I do want to be honest with you. I think it would hinder and fragment that. So, it's okay to be serious now and change your mind later. Yeah, and it's okay, like 20, 30 years from now, you want to change your mind, spirits also move around. But I'm just saying, take it seriously if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
Right. So we don't know how long this is going to last, but if you're really about that life, you're about that life.
Yeah.
And also
I
though,
have too much going on.
Also, you'll find out though. Like, let's just say, for instance, you're going down your life and you never fucking find the one, then you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna happen to me, to be honest.
Everybody thinks that though.
Okay. But I'm willing to wait for him. I mean, yeah, I loved him through everything, through the darkness, the light. Still now, I mean, I'm never gonna forget something like what we had.
Well, that's okay. That's your personal choice, despite the flaws and the abuses in the relationship. That's totally your option. And I'm somebody that believes in fixing things even beyond the grave. and this is actually a perfect time for y'all to start working together and fixing it now. I can teach you how to do all that, by the way, and solidify this connection between y'all as a spirit guide and stuff.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I know how all this works and can get you set up for the next lifetime at least, just for right now, and then in time, if anything changes, I can help you with that too.
Yeah, thank you.
He says something about a Christian. You know any Christians?
Christian?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
None of his friends Christians? Nobody Christians?
Maybe. I
Family?
don't know all his friends.
Family to him?
No.
Okay, just remember these names that I'm giving you, okay?
Yeah.
Not unless he's just talking about being a Christian and like he wanted to be a Christian or something. That could be it.
Oh, well, before he had passed, they had baptized him in Catholic, but I don't think he wanted that.
Oh, okay. That could be what he's saying. Let me see if I can clarify on that. He says his family's Christian.
Perfect. No, what? Sorry, my mom's talking to me.
He says his family's Christian.
No, they're Catholic.
Okay. Your family's Christian.
My family, yeah.
Okay. I think that I think he's requesting for me to switch that. I'll do that for him. It's not like a really big deal, to be honest with you. I'm gonna explain that to him why it's not a big deal, but I can put him with more Christian oriented spirits because he must. That will put you in a certain location if you were like put with Catholic spirits before you died. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
He just might want to be more in a certain different area. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's fine. That request is fine. Do you want to ask him any questions? Because he's just totally here.
Is he okay? Like, is he looking upon me? Is he somebody that could guide me through this life until I meet him again?
Yes, of course. Now meet him again. Are you talking about in a different body or next lifetime?
I'm talking in this life.
That is possible, but we're gonna have to discuss that because it's gonna be a fragmented version of him. But it's okay. But actually, if you do really super strong necromancy, it could be almost the full version of him. It's a little bit finicky of the work, but we will discuss that later, okay? It's completely possible, yes. But remember that you're dealing with also another human being who's going to have their will imposed on by us, that, we're going to be putting a spirit in another being's body. It's a lot going on with that, but it can be done. We'll talk about it after the video, okay?
Yeah.
Now watching over you, yes. Being really close to you, yes. In your dreams, in your house, on your body, all that stuff, yes. You can feel him.
Yeah. Sometimes I'd like to. I know he liked fire a lot when he was here. That's something I talked to him about. Was that something that he would prefer for me to do, or
Fire?
Yeah, he used to love fire. Like playing with it.
Yeah, of course. And that will be a way to get him more closer to you. Light altars, like candles, lighters. That's the bringing the smokeless fire spirit to you. That will help him come closer. Yes.
Yeah. And is there any way preferred that he'd want me to talk to him?
Well, I can teach you how to do divinations with him. It's a little bit tricky whenever you're doing divinations by yourself with spirit, but I'll show you how to set up a certain thing with him that will make sure that y'all are on the same page. It's always best to go outside of yourself to really talk to them for something important. But what we can do is we'll make sure that he's linked up with a spirit guide that will make sure that everything's running accordingly. So that way you can be in contact with him full time. I'll teach you how to do divinations with him. It's very easy.
Thank you. He's still there, right?
Yeah.
He said that before he passed that he was ready. He really wanted to be with his uncle and his dad. Is he with them?
I can go check right now. As far as I felt, he was actually alone. But that's because this is really recent, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in a transitionary period. And that makes sense why he was wondering what purgatory realm he's in. Christian versus Catholic. They are sort of different to a certain extent. He says Lazo or lazy.
Lazy? Quite calling me lazy.
No, I feel like it's more like one of his family names. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I guess, would you consider like his, you said his brother or his dad, right? Or his uncle and his dad?
Yeah, his uncle and his dad.
Okay, was any of them notoriously lazy?
I'm not sure. I never got to meet him.
Okay. Not sure why, but that's it. Just, you'll have this saved so you can get more information on it. But Lazo and lazy kind of thing kind of came through. Um, and maybe also referring to the fact that he's trying to tell me that his uncle is that one of them is a pothead or potheads, kind of slow.
Yeah, they all were.
Okay, I think that's what he's referring to, is that they're slow and they're kind of like lazy. Um, and he is, yeah, trying to connect to them. And I can connect him quicker. So if you want to give me their names.
I don't know their full names, but I know it's Anthony Halamiro and then Drew Arbitru.
Okay. Yeah, I think he just wants to go be lazy and smoke some pot with them, and that's great. That's good.
Yeah.
And that will be a hurdle he's going to have to get over. The transitionary time period is quick. And it's not like he's going very far. Everybody's kind of in purgatory, so he can move around too, depending on what level, how enlightened he is as a spirit, what he chooses to do. And honestly, he tells me he likes, some darker kind of spirit stuff, even though he was afraid of it,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is Santa Muerte I'm feeling, or like a fallen angel, but he is definitely vibing with that.
Yeah. I have another question.
What's up?
So we had talked like about life and death. Does he think that I'll be able to see him in the next life or whenever I die?
I mean, yes, of course, and he can see you now. But these things have to be set up according to plan. People have to agree to things. I mean, you'll meet him again. Don't get me wrong. You don't always have to set things up to plan. Things happen. But when you have, like, spirit support, like, from, people like me that are, like, Buddhist teachers and stuff, you can just do things a lot faster.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Does he know I love him?
Yes, of course. I mean, his energy's clear. His energy's good. It's strong.
What else? I had so many questions, but they kind of like lost.
He's talking about a baby, like he wanted to have a baby or something happened with baby.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know if you have the baby already or if something happened to it, but
something happened.
Right. Okay. He really feels in his heart like he wanted that baby. Like, he's sad about that.
Sorry, can I hear that one?
He's sad about that, and he wanted that to, he wanted to try again.
Kept trying, but it could happen. Maybe in the next life, though. Yeah.
Right. Also, just if you do have a kid in this lifetime, you can, throw the baby the middle name or something like that, and it will link him to your family line and continue that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
And those are things that also help.
Help with the connection.
Yes, and solidifying through the family and reincarnation.
Who's Samantha?
He said Samantha's a drug dealer.
A what?
A drug dealer.
A drug dealer?
Yeah. Like, not a big deal or anything. But, okay, the thing is also, I have an ability where I can just, extract a whole bunch of information from spirits, stuff that, isn't even, super relevant to the situation. It's just, what were they hiding kind of thing. It's one of my specialties, so it's just, this random chick. I don't even know what was going on with it, really. I think it's just that you wouldn't have been happy in general. That he was remotely even communicating with her or getting anything from her.
So he wasn't getting...
Well, okay, I feel a couple of different things going on with him. Would you say that's accurate, as far as substances?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I feel no, first of all, marijuana. Second of all, though, it's maybe I'm feeling Xanax. Not too sure. Either it's some kind of downer, you know what I mean? maybe like some pills. I can't tell what that is. Or if that's alcohol. Not too sure, but it feels real grimy and like downy. Um, and then I feel the opposite too. So I mean, like, I feel just
He lost a bunch of family to like pills and stuff, so
he
I'm
lost what?
pretty sure he lost a bunch of family to pills.
Okay, he lost a bunch of family members that overdose on Xanax and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, so that would be me picking up on the ones that are around him right now,
no.
possibly. Okay, let me see. Was he a drinker?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that can come off in the same vibe, kind of. The pills and the alcohol, kind of similar vibration. Um, and then also, I can't tell the difference if this is like a cocaine or like an amphetamine.
nah, I don't think he just stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm mostly just feeling him like on alcohol a lot and smoking pot. But for some reason, I'm not sure if you were 100% sure that he wasn't doing any coke or pills, but like it's there.
Trying to think.
It's in his energy, like I'm pretty sure. Not unless his dad or his uncle specifically had a
His
cocaine
dad.
problem or a methamphetamine problem.
Yeah, his dad.
Okay, I'm just feeling all of them at once right now, so.
Okay. What else can I ask him? So you said he's in a purgatory state right now, so he's transitioning.
Yeah, but I mean, even heaven is purgatory, okay? I know that sounds weird, but they're all different realms of purgatory. And heaven is like usually reserved for people like that are like not even going to regular purgatory. So like, when people go be with their family in heaven, they're going to purgatory. It's just a better part of purgatory. You know what I mean? Hard to explain. But it's just the in between. So that's where he'd be transitioning to a little bit right now. But he's gonna want to stick close by. So you'll probably just see him like kind of like in the void and like learning new things and like trying to be around you more. You understand?
Yeah, so he does want to be around me.
Yeah, and that will keep him more like in between and in this area of the void.
He's not mad at me.
No.
Okay.
He says he doesn't blame you.
He doesn't blame me.
No. And this is a failure on his behalf.
On his behalf.
Yeah, failure on his behalf to, I guess what he's saying is like, he's saying like, at the end of the day, you have a right to, feel comforted by friends, or just in general have somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And especially with
He's
the
my
way,
only friend, so I didn't really talk to anybody.
right? But just so you know, and of course he's emphasizing on this that it's okay for you to like have a friend and talk to somebody. Like you don't have to completely isolate yourself. You're dealing with a lot.
Yeah. It's just hard because he was the only one I could confide in.
Right, and also I guess he's saying like he don't like his friends trying to talk to you. No, his friends.
So what?
He don't like any of his friends trying to talk to you. He doesn't want that.
Oh, well, all of them are.
Right. He doesn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not trying to be super ultra rude. Like even if they have good intentions, you know what I'm saying? He just feels like that's typical.
Yeah. He was like that. He didn't like that.
Right, and they're kind of like being really fucking obvious. So I think that's what would upset him, honestly, and that's up to you how much you want to let him control. How much you want to let him control you from the afterlife is totally up to you.
Yeah.
He's real mad about that.
He's mad about what?
His homies or whatever.
Oh, like texting me about his colondosis.
Yeah.
So there's like a situation. What am I like? I don't know if he's still there, but what am I supposed to do with his parents? I mean, it's a rocky relationship as of right now.
I keep getting names. Like I said, I don't know what they mean. Let me know later if they're hitting for anything. Okay, I got a Brandon. Um, and remember, this can be like your family, his family, extended family, anybody, friends. Okay, just file these names away because usually when I'm saying something, I mean something about it. Um, but I'm not sure why that name came through. Okay.
Mhm.
And then he said that you need to distance yourself.
I need to distance myself
Yeah.
from Brandon.
Yeah. Do you know who that is?
Middle school, but I haven't talked to him in years.
No. It would be like somebody else. Okay. Just save that name and remember it just in case it pops up. Okay.
Yeah.
Everything I say is usually means something. You understand?
Yeah.
But no, he says that. Ask me your question again. Sorry, train of thought got lost.
What am I supposed to do with his parents and the situation
Oh,
and
yeah.
how they don't like me?
No, you need to distance yourself from them.
Distance myself.
Yeah, they don't really want you a part of their life.
But what about him?
Well, you can still be around him. That's fine. He's a spirit.
Just distance myself from his family.
Yeah, you're just basically giving them constant reminders.
Giving them constant reminders. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
How would you feel?
How long
Okay,
have
what?
Hold on a second. How long have I been on here?
I'm not sure. I haven't rechecked.
Sorry, I can only hold a channel for about like 45 minutes before I get super exhausted on the 31. Okay, keep going.
We've been on the phone for about 31 minutes.
Yeah, I'm good still. Keep going.
So what?
I'm good still. Keep going.
You guys said to what? Sorry, I can't hear.
I said I'm good still. Keep going. Sorry, a little bit tired.
Okay. If there was one thing he could have done, what does he think that he could have done to prevent the situation? Did he fall asleep behind the wheel? Did somebody hit him?
You didn't get any of the reports back? I told you, he told me that it was his fault, okay? He came through immediately with car accident, said that it was pretty much his fault, and that he was fucking around, that he was under the influence, okay?
No, we didn't get the report back.
Yeah, and honestly, was this pretty serious? Like, somebody else got involved, got hurt?
No, not that I know of. Nobody got hurt.
Okay. No, I mean, it's just, what could he have done differently? That whole night event, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, he feels like it was just a weird series of events, you know what I'm saying? Where he did not listen to you. And you really wanted to be with him in the moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You were requesting for him to be with you, or you didn't want him to go out, or you didn't want him to be anywhere else but with you in that moment.
Yeah.
And if he would have just listened to you, basically.
I told him, slow down, don't drive too fast.
Yeah, this kind of all boils down to him listening to you. And this happens a lot. Men need to take notes and listen to their women, because it can end them up dead, honestly, if they don't. And it happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes your girl really does know best.
I did, but he don't listen.
Well, sometimes not listening gets you dead, for real.
Yeah.
It's real shit, like, for real.
Is he still okay with me going to the Navy?
Yes.
Is that what he said?
Yes, of course.
Huh?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he said he didn't really want me to go.
Well, that's because he didn't want to be away from you now. There's no other point.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be with you every step of the way.
Every step of the way?
Yeah, and of course he's going to try to be a better man and not be so, like, controlling.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead, so he'll be under that, fixing himself kind of thing.
I don't know if he believes in reincarnation, but does he think he will reincarnate?
The spirits will tell him what he can do and how it works. He believes in a lot of things now.
Yeah.
That's what happens usually.
He found out, basically.
Yep. Sometimes you fuck around and you find out.
Yeah. Well, you said you only have 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, I can only hold it for about 45 before I get real exhausted. But we still have time.
So much I want to say, but I don't know how to say it.
Sure, just go ahead.
Does he regret spending his last moments like with me, basically?
With you?
Yeah, like be just us together.
No. Why would you ask that? He said.
Because like of our mix-ups and our breakups and makeups.
Yeah, but that was always happening, so no, he didn't regret that. What he regrets is not listening to you.
Not listening to me.
Right.
He said that before everything, he was like, "Oh, now I'm loyal." Is he still standing on that?
What'd you say?
That he's still loyal, like what he says in his jokes.
Like he's loyal as in like he was. Like what do you mean? Loyal in death or loyal in life?
He will be loyal in death.
Oh yeah, no, I mean there's not much for him to do really. I mean, there's tons of spirit bitches all over the place, but like, I mean, he has to really go out of his way to want to do that, and there's not really a point. Connecting to human beings is still ideal for spirits.
Okay. If he was still here, does he think that we probably end up having a future and get married and stuff?
Like I said, very touchy subject, very tricky necromancy. We've got to really work that out. So he does. This is not even something he would know the answer to.
Mm-hmm.
So, and honestly, you don't want to freak him out right now. So just, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to find my other phone. Oh, where'd my other phone go? Life without it won't ever be the same.
He thinks that life without him will be better for you. I know that you don't hear that, but sometimes things are better this way, and we can work together in this manner. Sometimes spirits don't last very long on the earth plane, you know, and they're just crash course set for destruction.
I already asked you that if he knew that I had loved him, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course he knows that.
Sorry, because I keep trying to like think.
It's okay. Well, because you would fight really hard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You were crazy. He said.
I was a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's okay.
Can I ask questions like about like why did he assume that I was doing things?
Because remember the first thing I said was that he was projecting, and that he genuinely felt like you were, because he was projecting, because he was hiding things, and he was being insecure, and he was off the rails, and he just was also in a really insecure state, and so he just felt like you weren't happy and that you were going to leave him.
Yeah. I loved every moment that I had with him, regardless if it was bad or good.
Well, that's good, and that's beautiful. He says he feels the same way. And he says, did you sell the car? Did you sell the car?
Did I sell the car?
Yeah, like his family or whatever.
No, it got totaled.
Okay, so no money there. Okay.
No money there.
He doesn't remember what. He only remembers the initial crash.
He only remembers the crash.
Yeah, like afterwards, he doesn't remember any of that.
Is there a way that he could describe the crash? Like, how did the car roll over? How did he react?
I can try, yes.
Because I try to envision it, like, how it happened. But it's like, I don't know the story. I don't know it to know, you know?
Okay, so number one, remember I told you he's intoxicated, okay? Number two, he's just distracted. And he's like actually like I from what I get, he's telling me he was acting crazy on the phone.
On the phone.
Yes.
That makes no sense because he wasn't on his phone.
Did you get his phone?
I didn't get his phone.
Okay, but how do you know he wasn't on his phone?
Because his sister got it, and it was me who got the call. I mean, who called him, and it wasn't him. It was the cops that had answered.
Right, and did the call log show anything before that or on his Facebook Messenger or anything? She looked through it all?
I don't have the phone for me to know.
Oh, and you don't know if she looked through it all?
No, I'm not sure.
Right.
I don't talk to them.
So, I'm telling you the information that I have was that he was on the phone. And that he was distracted, he was acting crazy. So, for you to clarify that, you would probably have to reach out to family and see if they can get into his Facebook and see what was going on.
So it was on Facebook?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's just really distracted.
It's really distracted. Did the call? Oh, I was like, I don't know if the call finished already.
No, you're still here.
If he could remember one good thing about us, what would he say?
I'll try my best, okay? Fading out a little bit, and sometimes I do get on directs. We'll see though, okay?
Yeah.
I know this sounds kind of funny, but like crazy killing stuff, like, is what he said. Not like killing people or killing. It's like all things revolving around y'all talking about doing crazy criminal things together for fun. Like y'all are fantasizing about things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And about how he's a killer. Like he's making a joke, but like, he's serious. That's his vibe.
We always joke around like that.
Huh?
And we always joke around like that.
Yeah, that's like all his memory. Like his memories are just y'all fucking fantasizing about shit that's obviously never gonna happen. You know what I mean? But just like joking around about like fucking people up and stuff, like being cooler than other people and stuff like that. And that's what he told me.
Is there anything that he would want me to say to anybody, since if they can't connect to him?
Let's see. Okay, again, this name Samantha came through, and I don't know what the deal is with that. Is there like a Sam?
No, I don't know anybody.
I don't know. That's just pay attention to that. That's coming through like a lot.
Sam? Yeah.
Honestly, no, and he feels like fuck his friends, kind of.
He feels like fuck his friend.
Yeah.
Well, you always only consider me his friend. He was my best friend.
Yeah, he feels like he doesn't really have anything to say to anybody else or his parents or anything like that,
I don't know why things happen with this.
Huh?
So I don't know why these things happen.
Fate is a cruel mistress.
It is fate.
Really.
Does he feel happy where he's at now? Does he feel at peace?
I mean, he's not happy, but at peace. I mean, yeah, that's all he can be. Now he's just trying to see what he can do and, be with you.
So he wants to be with me.
Of course.
feels good too. Um, I have my questions for you. Where did they go?
He says, he's got a cat, like a cat, for you. I don't know if that's like,
A cat for me?
yeah, I don't know if that's like now or if that's like then that y'all had a pet or wanted to get one.
Yeah.
But he said he has a cat.
Yeah, the cat.
I don't know. Did you want to get a cat before he died?
I wanted to with him, but I was telling him like, oh, let's get cats. He's like, no, I don't like cats.
Okay, so he likes cats.
I guess now he does.
Okay, so hold up. Before he died, y'all wanted to get a pet, but y'all didn't want a cat.
Yeah.
You wanted a dog.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess what? So because of the spirit realm that we're in, cats are what work with me. So, he wants to get you a cat. You need to get a cat. Put it in your house. That will be a way
I have a cat already.
You do have a cat?
Yeah, my mom had got one for Christmas from a little bit.
Oh, how long ago did you get the cat?
Maybe about like a month or two ago.
Okay. Like before he died? Okay. So that cat can be an anchor point that he's going to use. So, I can instate that too. So you'll start noticing that your cat can anchor him into your house and stuff and like kind of be a guardian.
Yeah, my cat loves me. He's literally, well, my mom got him from my little brother, but my cat kind of is more attached to me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so he's talking about the cat. That's going to be a conduit that he's going to use, okay? What's your cat's name?
Link Ingerman?
What?
Link Ingerman?
Link Ingerman?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why they named that cat like that.
No, it's fine. Well, because Link, makes sense to me. So that cat is your link, okay? He's going to try to, go through that cat and be more present in your house, okay?
Can I, like, ask songs? Like, I don't know, because we used to have so many songs.
Yeah, I have to be honest with you, when it comes to direct questions, when I'm already this tired, it's a little bit hard. My flow is what I'm best at. Sometimes I can get direct answers. It really just depends, honestly. Sometimes I have, sometimes I don't like to promise you anything, you know what I mean? Because that's like, really high level of skill when I'm not flowing. But I can try.
This is the last question I have, just, so I can let you rest.
Well, he's definitely talking about like R&B music, or like, I guess, hip hop, rap. And he's talking about old school, like 2000s.
Yeah, he's like old school.
He's talking about like Baby Bash.
Baby Bash.
Talking about, yep. Song. The one about being lifted. You know what I'm talking about?
The one being lifted.
Yeah, how you get so high.
Sugar.
Yeah. He's talking about all these old 2000 songs. And then also, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm tripping, then I'm just pulling in my friend Andy. But he's talking about Kevin Gates.
Oh, yeah, he used to like Kevin Gates a lot.
Okay, yeah, he's telling me that he likes Kevin Gates and he dedicated some Kevin Gates songs to you. Huh?
Oh, no, I'm listening.
What'd you say?
No, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that he dedicated the Kevin Gates songs to you, but he really,
yeah, I know what
you do?
Yeah.
He says, I don't know these songs. Not really the biggest Kevin Gates fan. Find You Again. Find You Again. Find You Again.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
You know which one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. And also, the one about sex.
Which one?
The one,
Nobody but Keith Sweat?
the one about sex, I'm talking about, ooh, it's kind of hard. I don't know the song. No, I can't. I can't tell you because that's all I know. And then he said something about a studio, like he likes to make music, or he wanted to make music or something. He likes music.
You wanted to make music? I don't think he ever wanted to make music.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty tapped out, to be honest with you, and I think I'm pulling in my friend Andy, who's also died today. So,
I'm sorry for your loss.
No, it's okay. He was my homie. We're good. But yeah, I'm pretty spent. You know what I mean? I'm at 50 minutes now, so I'm like tapping out completely. So if you want to say anything else, now's your chance because I'm fading.
Well, the only thing I'll say is just that I love you and I'll talk to you or see you in some other way.
He says I'll be around. Trust me, I'm finding all kinds of ways. He says, feel me, love me, I'll be there.
Feel me, love me, I'll be there. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. What did you think about that, hon? Give me some feedback.
It was really good, actually. It was pretty spot on. I mean, there's a couple things that, like, I mean, I'm questioning some stuff, like, some math things, because I don't know, I never used to go through this one, but now it questions, like, how I feel on it. But everything is pretty spot on.
Thank you. And
Thank
I'm
you
glad
so
that you
much.
enjoyed it. Okay, hon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have a good night.
You too.
So tired.